Grand Rising, loved ones. Welcome back to another episode of Healing Wisdom with me, your favorite and sexiest spiritual advisor, Empress Oracle. Spirit told me to make a Survivor series. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully my stories can help people all over the world who have been victims of sexual assault and, don't know how to deal, or that has stopped them from, being who they truly are or living in their fullest potential, or even they may have handled it the wrong way and it affected their relationships, or they have problems with intimacy or whatever. I'm here for you, okay? My stories are real. They are true. The shit really happened to me. So this first series one is going to be about my first sexual assault. And I may get a little bit emotional, y'all. I'm going to try not to. But this one is one of the ones that hurt me the most because this one happened at home. So my first sexual assault happened when I was 15 years old. Okay, I was in high school. I started high school early because I'm smart. So I started high school at like 13. So this happened when I was 15. So I was in like 10th grade. And life was great. Life was good. We had just really moved to Atlanta, 9th grade in 1996. So I didn't really know that many people except for, classmates and whatnot. But my brother, he had been down here before, X, Y, and Z. He had friends. He was in school, just living the life. He was older. And me and my older brother, this is my brother from my mom's side, we grew up kind of like Ike and Tina. We used to fight a lot, but we loved each other a lot. And, I love my brother. Our relationship is non-existent now, but that's neither here nor there. So, I was 15 years old. I'll never forget this, guys. I will never forget this. Excuse me. I'm nervous, y'all. I've never told anybody this. I've never told anybody this story. So I was 15 years old, and I'll never forget. I don't remember where my mom was. I think my mom had went away. I think her and my stepdad or whatever the fuck, I don't remember if she was married at that point. They had went away on vacation though. I know they weren't there, and they left my brother in charge, which was fine. He was older. He was like 20 something. And I was, a pretty wild girl. So, I was pretty bad in high school. I used to skip school and go drinking and smoking, the usual. So, that day I had went to a friend's house. We had a nice skip party. I was getting fucked up, drinking, smoking, whatever. So after a long day, of being a rock star, I made my way home. So when I got home, my brother was there with his girlfriend and at the time was like one of his best friends. I was fucked up. So everything was cool. They were chilling, kicking it, whatever. I came in the house and I had to throw up. So I went into the guest bathroom downstairs and, released the contents of my stomach into the toilet. I was very, very fucked up. And I remember I was in the bathroom and there was a knock on the door, and it was my brother's homeboy. And he had a bottle of Red Alizé. I think it was called Red Passion or something. Do y'all remember Alizé? That's that old school shit. That's how y'all know I'm old, but whatever. So he had a bottle of Red Alizé, and I'm there like damn near kissing the toilet and shit. And he kept trying to get me to drink some of the Alizé, and I kept saying like, no, stop. Like I'm fucked up. Okay, I had been drinking liquor, hard liquor. Okay, I think I was drinking clear liquor, vodka or some shit. I don't know, but he kept trying to get me to drink the Red Passion Alizé, and I kept telling him no. Right. So then I got out the bathroom, and I was like, we have upstairs, downstairs in the house. So I was too fucked up to make it upstairs. By this time, my brother and his girlfriend had went upstairs, to go knock boots or whatever. I laid down on the couch. And passed out, basically. I was done, tapped out. So next thing I recall is like I felt somebody tugging on my pants and stuff. And so I'm like stop and stuff. And I'm trying to like push him off. So as I like open my eyes and stuff and I'm pushing him off, he had to be like 6'2", 6'3", and he was a big dude, like shit. Like he probably played football since birth. He was a big dude. And he used his body weight and overpowered me. Now I was trying to fight him off, but I was very, 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 very fucked up. Like to the point of like passed out, you know? I don't even know how I even managed really to wake up enough to be like cognizant of what was going on to try to, you know, push him off, whatever. But I did. It was summertime too. I'll never forget. It was summertime because we have a back door. We had a back screen door in our living room. The back door is right there, and it has an inside regular door, then it has a screen door. So we had the inside door open, and then the screen door was closed because it was, you know, summertime. And he pulled me off the couch onto the floor, put all his body weight on me, and you know, pull my pants down, whatever the fuck he was doing. And I was trying to push him off and stuff. But as I said, it was a big dude. And I'm not that big. I pretty much, like the size I am now, I was like this size in high school. And right now, I'm like about a size 6. Okay? I think in high school, I might have been like a 7, size 7. Same thing. So, yeah, he proceeded to rape me. And, you know, I'm still struggling and stuff, and like he was pressing on me, like he was using like his body weight and like pressing down like on my chest and stuff, you know, like he was using his body weight, like laying on me like this and stuff. So it was like kind of hard for me to breathe. I'm still trying to like push him and stuff, and you know, he just taking the pussy. Then I hear a noise, and that stops him, and it just so happened that it was my cousin coming through the back door. Because at that time, my aunt lived in the neighborhood behind me. And you could just cut through my yard to get into that neighborhood. So, you know, we would just be back and forth. And my cousin came in and startled him. And he like jumped up. And my cousin was like, oh shit, like what the fuck are you doing? I don't think my cousin really knew what to do at the time. My cousin was probably like 3 years older than me. So I don't think he really knew what to do. He just was in shock. And then he just took off running, like calling my brother's name and ran up the steps and stuff. And I'm still, first of all, I'm in and out of consciousness, right? I could not even get up. I couldn't even fix my clothes or anything. I was just laying there, like out of it, like trying to gather myself. I couldn't even fix my clothes and stuff. So then my brother comes running down the steps with his girlfriend following him, and he sees his friend, and he sees me, and he runs over, and he punches me in the face. I'll never forget that. He punched me very hard. I was very drunk, but it hurt. You know, when you're drunk, you don't really feel stuff as hard, but it hurt. He punched me dead ass in my face. He ran to me first and punched me in my face. And I was, you know, still laid out, half raped, half unclothed. And he punched me in my face. And then my cousin was like, no, he was raping her. And then it's like my brother was like, oh shit. Like he kind of froze, like he just got startled. And his girlfriend was like, no. And so I'm fixing myself and stuff. And then he turns to his friend. And my brother was way smaller than his friend. My brother was very slim, you know, slim built, 6 feet, slim built, smaller than his friend. My brother's strong though. You know, me and him, we boxed our whole lives. And he just runs and tackles him and scoops the dude over his shoulder and takes him outside and just blam, slams him on the concrete hard to the point where the guy could not get up. He was just laid out. He just laid out for a little minute. And then my brother comes back in. I don't remember exactly what happened or what he said to me. But basically, to make a long story short, he cursed me out. And he was basically like, he's not fucking with me. He's done with me. Right? And so, I was crying and stuff. I didn't really know what to do. after that, his friend was like, I don't know what happened, but I think like his friend was like begging him not to call the cops or some shit like that. But my brother beat his ass though. And I think what I heard after that is every time he saw him again after that, he'd beat his ass. But I don't think he saw him again much. After that, maybe like 1 or 2 times. I'm not sure. But basically, after that happened, my cousin and my brother, they really kind of stopped talking to me. You know, and I felt like it was my fault. I felt like I was the bad guy. I didn't say anything to anybody because I didn't want my mom to find out, because I didn't want her to be hurt. Because I just didn't, my mom, I just always felt like my mom just couldn't handle certain things. And I just never wanted to hurt her. So instead of saying anything to her, you know, to go get help or counseling or anything, I kept it to myself. My brother did not talk to me for a very long time. Months. He did not speak to me. He would not speak to me. He would not speak to me. My cousin didn't speak to me. Hell, my aunt stopped fucking with me too. Like, and I just was like, I don't know what's wrong. I was like, is it my fault? I just kept it to myself, you know? And also too, so what ended up happening was I had to deal with it by myself. But at that time, that first incident that happened, because I did not know how to deal with it, I just knew I had to be strong for myself. I had to be strong for my mother because I didn't want her to find that out, and because I just felt like it would just kill her. So that memory of that sexual assault, I just took that and put it to the back of my head and acted like it never happened. During that sexual assault though, he definitely gave me an STI. I ended up getting a trichinosis, I think it's called, or some shit like that. So I had to go to the clinic by myself and get medication to get rid of this sexually transmitted infection that I got from this college guy that raped me on my living room floor. So imagine how lonely that feels. Very fucking lonely, okay? Very lonely. But you know, surprisingly, I don't know, so many bad things have happened to me in life that, you know, that room was pretty fucking full. That room was kind of full anyway, before. But that right there, I just kind of tucked it in the back of my head and acted like it never happened. However, looking back at it now, I will say it did have an effect on me, because that was the start of me, I guess, hiding my traumas and my assaults. I didn't want to be a victim. I didn't want to tell anybody because I was ashamed. I didn't want people to look at me some type of way because, you know, I was young. I was a young, hot, sexy thing, and I did not want that to change who I am. So I just acted like nothing ever happened, which I strongly suggest that people don't do. Strongly suggest that people don't do. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I just wanted to, that's the first one. That's the first one. And that was the most traumatic and the most painful, because the people who were my family, who knew about it, who were supposed to love me and protect me, they turned their backs on me. They turned their backs on me. That pain was something. My cousin ended up apologizing to me for that. You know, he said that he just didn't know how to deal with it, which is, you know, understandable. I'm not blaming anybody for that or how they reacted. I'm not blaming them, because I didn't know what to do either. However, that's the worst thing that somebody can do when somebody's been through something traumatic. However, that experience, little did I know that was going to be the first of many. But everything happens for a reason. I survived it. I survived it. And I tucked it down for the longest. But now it's time for me to speak my truth. So yes, that was Rape number 1. Sexual assault number 1. Yeah. I really don't have much else to say. I just wanted to share that story. Stay tuned for the next one. Also, now that that's out the way, I just want you to know, as I share these stories, I did good. I thought I was gonna cry and shit. I did really good. Okay, as I share these stories, I can share them now because I'm healed. I had to find my own ways to heal myself because I knew that God never gives you more than you can handle. And when that happened to me, I was asking why? And a lot of when these traumatic things happen to me, I used to always like repeat in my head like a mantra, like God never gives you more than you can handle. God never gives you more than you can handle. I had to justify why these bad things were happening to me in order to be okay, in order to not go crazy, in order to not consider myself a victim, because I've never been a victim. I've never considered myself a victim. I've seen people with victim mentality, and I just never wanted to be that way. I've always been a fighter. I'm an Aries. We're the god of war. We're fighters, okay? And I just felt like I can get over this. I will not let this be my title, victim. So I did everything that I could, at that time. That I think that probably was like really the start of me becoming like an alcoholic, honestly, because I definitely used alcohol a lot to, suppress the feelings and the emotions and stuff like that or whatever, which was not good at all, because, I was definitely a functioning alcoholic shit up until like last year. If you want to be honest, but it didn't even seem like it because it was the norm, the military, being young, partying and stuff. But, I realized, after that happened to me, I started really realizing a lot of younger people around me that it might have happened to them too because of the way that they interacted with drugs and alcohol. And I, didn't want to be that way. I never wanted it to be an excuse. People would get drunk and get in their feelings and talk about, woe is me, this happened, I didn't want to be one of those people. So I just never told anybody because I'm strong. And thankfully enough, I was blessed with the wisdom and the knowledge on how to heal myself. So, yeah, I think that's it. That's all I got to tell y'all. Go ahead and please, if you don't mind, check out my website, www.empressoracle333.com. Over there, I have all types of crystal jewelry to maintain your spiritual balance, overall health, and well-being. Incense, oils, salt scrubs, all the things that you need for your spiritual and aesthetic beauty. Also, I will be restocking with new items, probably closer to the end of the month because I am very busy. But I just want to leave you guys with that story in love and light. I know I'm a little somber today. This is, there's some deep shit. All right. Till next time, guys. Be safe. Have a blessed day. And I love you very much.